seated at the wall. Blocks low on the shins. Shins are fairly vertical, sitting up tall. You want to press down through the thighs. Normally you get here and you're sitting like this. As you press down through the thighs, the pelvis comes up. Press down through the heels. Press the shins into the wall. Holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you relax. And you do that again. If your toes start to come up as you press the heels, see if you can relax the toes so that it's really just making sure the heels are on the ground and the shins press into the wall. The other seated work. Block above the ankles. Don't have the feet so far that your knees come in. You want to have the block above the ankles, squeeze into the block. If you can still press down through the heels and down through the thighs, that's great. But squeezing the block, lifting through the torso. Push the thighs into the chair. Squeezing the block, lifting through the torso, push the thighs into the chair. And rest. Forward fold. You put the block like you had it above the ankles, squeezing in above the ankles. You want to keep the knees a little bit bent, and bend over and come up, and bend over and come up. I want to go ahead and let my thighs go back behind me, knees a little bent, and come up. Keep pressing the thighs back even as you come up. Down and up. Squeezing the block at your shins, keeping the knees bent, keeping the spine long. Doesn't matter how far over you go. I want you to go over and stay. After about 10 of them, press down into the heels. Lift up through the back of the thighs. Picture your spine reaching out. And come up. So you do 10 forward folds. And then hold. Push down through your heels, squeezing the block. So kneeling mountain, you hug the block with your feet. The other block, you press down on the shin. You resist that weight and press your thigh forward. And you hold that for 5 to 10 seconds and then you try the other side. Press down on the shin, resist the weight. Press your thighs forward. Both of them. Both of them. From the back, you want to make sure that what you're lined up with is knees to feet, parallel lines, makes 2 parallel lines, feet hugging the block. And again, you press down on the shin, thigh presses forward. Press down on the shin, thigh presses forward. You can hold that for 10 seconds, that's plenty. Suspended Virasana, this is where you sit towards your feet. Keep the feet hugging the block. Imagine the shins still have weight on them. Sit towards your heels and come back up. Thighs bring you up. Thighs lower you. Thighs bring you up. Shins and feet are not moving, or at least they're trying not to move. They're hugging the block, they're holding still. And you do 10 or 20 or 100 of those. And then the new pose we added last week is kneeling mountain, but using the wall for resistance. The block is high on the thighs. Thighs press into the block, which lets me stay upright. I'm still hugging the block between my feet, lower legs are working, thighs are pressing forward, belly is lifting me up, creating space here. And that's it.